So now we have seen how we can use different types of techniques to solve it, right? Solve different kinds of integration questions. And let us look at one more example. We have used, for example, tan x is equal to sin x by cos x. It's a trigonometric identity. Now what are the other trigonometric identities that we know? Sin square plus cos square is 1. For example, that is a good trigonometric identity to use. Do we know anything else? For example, do you know 2 sin x cos x is sin 2x? Right? You also know cos square x can be written in some form. What form? 1 plus cos 2x by 2. Right? So knowing all of this and using them in integration are different things. Of course you know them. It has to strike you that you should be able to use it in a particular problem. Like for example, if I had a question cos square x dx, what do I do? Okay? If I thought of a question like this, sin x cos x dx, what do I do? So let us look at this question, let's look at that question. Now this question we can do it in a slightly different way. I could take cos x inside. What is d of sin x? Cos x dx. So this basically becomes integral sin x d sin x, because d sin x is cos x dx. And then what? And then you can think of it as x dx, y dy, blob d blob. What is it? Blob square by 2. So in this case it's going to be sin x whole square by 2. So this is one way to solve it. Now this is the standard way that we have so far been doing. What about something like this though? Well, you can think of this as cos x dx. Now if I try to take cos x inside, it will become d sin x. Now this will be cos x d sin x, and it's a little messy because we don't know what to do. If this was sin x d sin x, that will be cool. But now we don't have sin x d sin x, we have cos x d sin x. So obviously this is not going to work. So we should think about another way to go about it. But let us look at trigonometric ratios or trigonometric identities. Let's use that as an idea. Now think about cos square x. What is cos square x? Now you know that 1 plus cos 2x is 2 cos square x. Right? Cos 2x is 2 cos square x minus 1. So think of it like this. I'm sure you know this formula, right? So if I take that 1 from that side to this side, I have 1 plus cos 2x is 2 cos square x. And this is good. Why is this good? Because putting a 2 here is no big problem. So suppose I call this I, all I have to do is to put a 2 and put a half. 2 cos square x is this. Now the question is, do you know how to do this? Can you integrate 1? That's easy. Can we integrate cos 2x? Actually that's also easy, right? Because cos 2x is much easier than cos square x, because 2x can always be put inside the d, right? So let us take this and substitute that there. I'm going to get rid of the 2 cos square x and I'm going to replace it by 1 plus cos 2x. Okay, so then what is the next step? The next step is half integral of 1, so separate it out, integral 1 dx, basically the integral and d cancels, leaving what? X, plus integral cos 2x dx. Now the problem with this is that this is 2x and that is not 2x. So how do I make that 2x? Just multiply by 2. So now it gets to the easier version of the problem that we already know. But if I put a 2 there, I must put a 1 by 2. This basically becomes x. So I'm going to remove this and replace this by x. Now what is cos x dx? It will be integral of cos x dx is sin x. Right? D sin x will give me that. Right? Now cos 2x d2x should give me sin 2x. So I can write this as sin 2x. So this will be plus sin 2x. There's already a half. So sin 2x by 2. X plus sin 2x by 2. The whole thing is multiplied by half. So this whole thing into half, which means x by 2, and this by 2 into 2. That is by 4. So this is the integral. Right? What have we used here? We have used the fact that cos square x 2 cos square x can be written as 1 plus cos 2x. Because it turns out 2x is very easy to integrate. Because you can always make this 2x. But if I wanted to make it cos square x, that's a little more messy. So you convert cos square x into cos 2x. But wait a minute, couldn't we have done that here? Yes, we could have. So let us think about that. Because all I have to do here is to multiply this by 2 and divide this by 2. Because you know a formula for 2 sin x cos x. What is that? Sin 2x. So I can replace this. So let me write the answer up there. So this is half, what is this? Sin 2x. So integral sin 2x dx. Now I know how to do sin x dx. Actually I know how to do minus sin x dx. What is minus sin x dx? Cos x. D cos x. So let us put a minus and let us put a minus. But only problem here is I have a 2x and there I have an x. So what do? Put a 2 inside and divide by a 2. What is this? Cos 2x. No minus because the minus is already there. So minus 1 by 4 cos 2x. So we have got a new answer. So if I write this answer here, the answer is cos 2x by 4 with a minus sign. Wait a minute, we got a different answer here. Are these two the same? Let us think. Let us look at this answer. What is cos 2x? We saw that 1 plus cos 2x is 2 cos square x. But you also have another way to write cos 2x. 1 minus 2 sin square x. So let us rewrite this. Okay, so let me call this y. So y is equal to, I am rewriting that here, y is equal to minus 1 by 4 times cos 2x can be written as 1 minus sin square x. Not quite, no? I should put some 2 somewhere. That is 1 minus 2 sin square x. And when I multiply by minus 1 by 4, this is going to give me minus 1 by 4 plus, because minus and minus will become plus, 2 by 4 gives us half. So plus sin square x by 2. But we got sin square x by 2. Now we've got minus 1 by 4 plus sin square x by 2. But is it okay? Yeah, remember this answer always has an arbitrary constant. So C1, this answer should also have a C2. Except C2 and C1 differ by a 1 by 4. How do you know that this fellow's constant and this fellow's constant is the same? Actually, never know. So it may be actually 2 different constants, but overall the rest of it is the same. The form looks a little different. Okay, so you will find sometimes with integration you can get the same thing in 2 or 3 different forms. Okay, and that should not be a big botheration. It's just the same thing, except for some constant. There will be, the question is the same. It looks different, but if you simplify that, you find that it is the same as this, except for that minus 1 by 4. But that minus 1 by 4 can be absorbed into the constant. So these two are the same answers. So we used a new technique now, not really a new technique. Basically what we did was to use trigonometric identities in figuring out how to integrate. Okay, it's not a new integration concept, it is just a trick. Okay, but this is going to be something that you are going to face again and again with integration. So it's a useful thing to get a hang of. So when you are practicing questions, think about the fact that sometimes you may actually have to rewrite the cos square in the form of 1 plus cos 2x by 2. And a standard form, this is something that's going to come many times. So let us write down a couple of things that you're going to face a lot. So the trigonometric identities which will keep coming back again and again. So it's worthwhile noting some of them. So for example, cos square x, you can write it as 1 plus cos 2x by 2. 2 cos square x is 1 plus cos 2x. Similarly, sometimes you will end up with sin square x. You can always write that as 1 minus cos square and then write cos square like that. But when you do that, what you're going to end up with is 1 minus cos 2x by 2. Now these things come so often, it's useful to remember. Just think about this. 2 sin square x is 1 minus cos 2x. Because when you take the cos 2x there, cos 2x can be written as 1 minus 2 sin square x, which is the same statement. Ultimately, there's no big difference. If you add these two, what happens? 1. 1 by 2, 1 by 2 becomes 1. Cos of 2x by 2 minus cos of 2x by 2 will become 0. So we'll keep using this. Similarly, you will have tan square x. And 1 plus tan square x is secant square x. So you will write this as secant square x minus 1. Okay, so I hope you remember that 1 plus tan square is secant square. So we'll use this, right? So these kinds of identities will be done many times. So it's worth remembering that these are things that you're going to use. Okay, are there any other identities that you may want to try? Actually, it turns out you probably know this, that you can write tan 2x as 2 tan x by 1 minus tan square x. Okay, so tan 2x can be written as 2 tan x by 1 minus tan square. So sometimes when you have this type of statement, you should be able to convert it back here. Okay, and of course sin 2x, we can always write it as 2 sin x cos x. So sometimes when you have sin x cos x, you should be able to convert it to sin 2x. Now, keeping in mind that these identities, these are already things you know, but the fact that these will be useful in integration, now that is something we are going to see with a few examples. Okay, so when you do the exercise questions, remember that these are things that will come up as part of the question. So you should be able to use any of these identities to solve problems.